What's up, man? Welcome to Struggle Zone again, man. Say, look, check this out. I'm not gonna be on here long, but I wanted to kind of speak about a discussion I had with the brother Ben X. A little discussion that I had with him on Instagram, and him and this other cat. I can't remember this other cat's name, but Ben X made a comment saying, basically, I'm paraphrasing that black people hate themselves. So I responded to the dude. I said, man, that's false. That's not true. So this dude, I'm gonna be respectful. This dude said, well, if that's not true, why do black people with a lot of money commit crimes against other black people but not white people? And when he said that, I knew something was wrong. This is why I don't follow nobody. You know what I'm saying? I listen long enough. And if you listen to a person long enough, it never fails. It's something that never fails. If you listen to him long enough, you can start seeing the con games. You dig what I'm saying? Just pay attention. Don't be emotional. Just listen to him. This is what I mean, right? So I responded to it. I said that's not true. So when he said that, I said, first of all, you don't see black people with a lot of money and resources out here committing crimes. That shit is false. It's not true. That's the first thing. And the second thing I told him, well, look, when you go into any community, right, where there's a high level of poverty, you're going to have a high level of crime. The majority of the crimes committed by black people is due to lack of resource. They're fighting for resources, so you're going to have crimes. You dig what I'm saying? So I say, well, if you want to change, if you want the crime to stop, you provide resources. You provide economics where people don't have to go out and do those things. You know what I'm saying? He didn't respond to that, but the other cat responded. So my thing was this, right? There's this thing, man, and I brought this shit up with Polite too. There's this thing where a lot of brothers do when they have building up and they start to gain certain level of success that what they perceive to be success. They start talking down to those people who has not made it to their level yet. That's a fucking problem. It's a problem. It's disrespectful. Our people do not hate themselves. They fucking struggling. Those of us who say we have the knowledge and say we got so much superior knowledge and information that we have knowledge of self, they not in these communities doing anything. Yeah, they going out there and benefiting and giving you the impression that they're doing something so you donate and support them. But they're not really going to do anything to establish a serious change. They're not going to do it because they don't know how to do it. And instead of saying that they don't know how, it's easier to bash people and talk shit about your own people. It's easy to do. It takes responsibility to look at an issue, a problem, and say, I'm going to do something to change that condition that I see. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do. You don't supposed to talk reckless and say that our people hate themselves. They didn't create the conditions of the ghettos. They didn't create it. They was born into it. They was born into it. So this is the problem that I have with a lot of these guys, man. I listen to them, and a lot of times I don't say nothing. I just be listening. Because I'm looking for the contradictions. How you gonna say that you care for and that you fight for black people, but at the same time you talking shit to them? So you got for generations and generations of people telling us our problems. We know our fucking problems. That's how I know it's a con game. You know what I'm saying? It's a con game. That Ben X and a lot of these guys is doing. It's a fucking con game. He may say that it's not, but I'm saying that it is. Because you don't talk down on your fucking people. because you're doing better. You identify the problems and the issues, and you start putting things in place to solutions in place to solve those issues. You know what I'm saying? If you know that poverty breeds crime, if you know this, what's the solution? The solution would be to put something in place to get our people out of poverty, to change the conditions, to provide and offer resources. You dig what I'm saying? That's the solution. No matter how much money I make or how successful I become, I would never talk down to my own people who grew up in these, make their way and live through these struggles in them ghettos and them gutters, and they don't know how to get out of it. You dig what I'm saying? I wouldn't do that. You know why I wouldn't do that? Because I come from that. I grew up in those conditions. You dig what I'm saying? So it would be disrespectful for me to talk down on people that's in the situations that I was in, that my family was in. You dig what I'm saying? This shit is disrespectful, and it's getting out of hand with these cats, man. That's why I listen to these niggas, and I know the longer I listen, they gonna start telling on themselves. And this other cat, I don't know the nigga name, he called himself co-signing the shit Ben was saying. And he was talking about now those people. See how they speak? They start talking about those people. They were bred to be poor. No, they was conditioned to be poor. They was born into those conditions. He said, well, there's plenty of resources for everybody, but there's plenty of resources for everybody. Resources are not being provided. You got certain places throughout the U.S. that have food deserts. You dig what I'm saying? Our people did not create those conditions. They was born into it. It was structured up as design. This dude goes on to say, well, he knows somebody who just closed on $1 billion deal. That don't mean shit. I say, look, it makes no difference how much money you make. If you don't have a system around you to protect you, then it's irrelevant. An example I gave was Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby had multi-millions. He probably was a billionaire. I don't know his finances per se, but he had a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And because he didn't have a system in place, look what happened to him. Where is he now? They still locked his ass up and sent him to prison. So what I'm saying is that means absolutely nothing. A code matters. Having a system and resources in place to protect you, that's what matters. So no matter how much money you make, if you are here by yourself and you are an individual, if you are an individual, you are vulnerable to other people to come in, who working within a system, coming out here attacking individuals. You dig what I'm saying? You need a system. Makes no difference how much money you make. So BrotherBenX is wrong again. He's wrong. He's wrong for saying that our people hate themselves. We don't hate ourselves. We're in a condition. And we're in a situation because the previous generation before us failed us. So now we got to figure this shit out because nobody taught us. So we got to figure this shit out. And if we don't get it right, the generation coming after us, they're going to have to deal with the same shit. And it's going to go on for generation to generation to generation unless we do something about it. So that's what's up, man. Welcome to the Struggle Zone. Peace out, man.